So now we've come to the end of class. It's time for us to relax. Now, if we were on the floor, we would be laying flat on the floor and we could be propped by some pillows and our arms and our legs would be away from the body in the posture that is called Shavasana, which translates into corpse pose for meditation. But since we're in the chair for this class, we're going to do the chair version of Shavasana, or corpse pose for meditation. So if you want, you can get a second chair like I'm doing right now, and you can put your feet up on that second chair. If you don't have a second chair, you could use a footstool to get your feet up a little bit higher. And if neither of those things are comfortable for you, then just put your feet back down on the floor and sit back on the chair with your feet on the floor like we were for the class, only you're resting on the back of the chair. Do what's comfortable for you. Now, you may want to cover yourself with a blanket because sometimes when we're sitting here doing nothing and trying to relax, we get chilly. So if you think you're going to get chilly, you can put on a sweater or you can put a blanket over you. And if your back isn't so comfortable on the back of the chair, you could take the pillow that we talked about at the beginning of the video and you could put it right here at the back of the chair to make yourself even more comfortable. So basically, the idea is to be as comfortable as possible. So in corpse pose for meditation, what we're trying to do is totally relax the body. If you remember at the beginning of the video, I said we want to move from a state of thinking. When we first start the class, we are in thinking mode. And then hopefully, as you went through the class, you entered more into the feeling mode. So you were thinking less and feeling more, feeling sensations and breath. So after you move from thinking to feeling, we finally get to this stage where all we want to do is be. From thinking through feeling into just being. So here, this is what we want to do, nothing. But we want to teach the body how to relax. And most people in Western society do not know how to relax. We wake up in the middle of the night thinking and stressed out and worried. So how can we teach the mind to relax? We start with the body. So you're going to be comfortable. You're going to close your eyes. And let's imagine that our toes are melting. So make sure your eyes are closed. You don't need to watch me for this. Your toes are melting. All the little muscles on those toe bones melting off of those little bones. And then see if you can actually feel the space between the toes. Notice the space between the toes. Imagine that all of the muscles in the feet are melting too. The tops of the feet are softening. The soles of the feet are softening. Your heels are melting. Your ankles are melting. And the melting sensation is very slowly moving up through the body. So the lower shins are melting, and you feel this softness moving up slowly as you relax more and more. The upper shins, the calf muscles, are all letting go of any holding. You need to let go of all physical holding to be in Shavasana. Let go. The knees begin to soften. The tops, the backs, and the sides of the knees are melting. Your thighs begin to relax. The tops, the insides, the backs, the outsides of the thighs, melting off of the big thigh bones. You feel your buttocks melting. They seem to be dissolving into the seat of the chair as you lose control of all muscles. Your pelvic floor relaxes and lets go. And all of a sudden, the entire weight of your body is heavy into the pelvic bowl, heavy into the legs, heavy into the feet. It's like you've lost control of your entire lower body. The mind slowly notices how the lower spine seems to soften as you let go. You notice your belly button moving very slowly up and down with every breath. Do not try to control the breath. Simply observe what's going on in your body. This is not a time for doing. This is a time for being. And then we relax the mid-spine a bit more. Let go of all lingering tension in the back. See if you can relax your shoulder blades a little more as if they're melting, and your shoulders lose control and fall even further away from your ears. Let them go. Your upper arms begin to melt, and the elbows are softening, the forearms soften. Your wrists relax. Your hands are melting, and all of your fingers are softening. The thumbs, the pointers, the big fingers, the ring fingers, the pinkies. Let them go. Allow your mind to float up the arms and into the chest. And try to relax the chest area. Let go of all holding in the neck muscles as best you can. Try to soften the neck. Unclench the back teeth, relaxing the jaw. Let go of the lips. Let go of the tongue. Allow your cheeks to soften. Let your temples go. Relax your eyebrows and lose control of the forehead so your face becomes very soft and smooth, tension-free. Your head is just resting on top of your body. And here you sit with no expectations, with nothing to do, but practice existing. Practice existing. Watch your breathing come into the body. Notice where it goes, how deep it goes, or how shallow it goes. And notice the breath leaving. Do not control anything. You are the silent observer. You are practicing being a witness with no criticism, with no judging. Just practice being. And practice this, expecting nothing. Be very mindful. Stay very present. Notice every single second for the next 60 seconds. Now, breathe in through the nose as deeply as you can and sigh through the mouth. Take your time coming out of Shavasana. You can stretch, you can massage, you can do whatever you want, whatever feels natural. as you come out of this corpse pose, coming back to your seated mountain for closing meditation.